People are not born successful. They hustle, make the most of what they have, and continue on their chosen path with unrelenting grit. Dr. Dara Antia was no different. His life was a riveting saga that shaped many a men and metals, taking them to their defining glory. The seventh child in a family of 10 children of a Parsi high priest, he was born on the 31st of May 1914 in Balsar, now Valsad, Gujarat. He joined the Banaras Hindu University in 1934 and got his BSc Metallurgy degree in 1938. It was a scholarship from Tata and R.D. Sethna Trust that enabled him to go to the celebrated Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT, USA, for further studies. Equally illustrious was his PhD research supervisor, Professor Maurice Cohen, who went on to become one of the most respected physical metallurgists and material scientists. Sir Ardeshir Dalal, Chairman Tata Sons, and the legendary Shri H.V.R. Iyengar, who later became the governor of the Reserve Bank of India, on their visit to MIT to handpick the brightest scientists for planning industrial growth in India, met Dr. Antia. They invited him to become the honorary secretary of the non-ferrous metals panel and also assist the iron and steel panel. Dr. Antia soon joined the government as Director and Development Officer for Metals. He was sent out to India during the peak of the Second World War to commence production of aluminium aircraft alloys at the Aluminium Production Company of India Limited. He was one of the first in India to appreciate and realize the emergence of materials science and engineering with much broader dimensions than metallurgy and metallurgical engineering. He took over as Director and General Manager of Union Carbide India Limited, UCIL, in 1955 and conducted extensive R&D on various metals, alloys and carbon products. He had already realized the importance of management practices and the role they played in effective engineering. At the age of 55, he therefore attended the Harvard Business School for an advanced management program. While working for the Government of India, he felt the need for a forum where Indian metallurgists could meet and discuss their mutual technical research and other professional problems. The Indian Institute of Metals, thus born.
I conceived therefore the idea of starting an institute of metals on the same lines as the American Society for Metals and the Institute of Metals London and the Ireland Steel Institute, UK.
He played a pivotal role in establishing 3 steel plants in India and raising adequate foreign exchange to finance them. As Secretary of the first Government of India Trade Delegation in 1948, Dr. Antia visited several European countries after the war. He left the government in 1950 as he thought that the only way to promote metal industries was to rejoin the industry. It was also the year he married Jeru, who went on to become his pillar of support. His contributions to education and the IIM were exemplary and gave the institute global recognition. Being a visionary and an institution builder, he played a key role in the formation of Indian Institute of Technology, IITs, across India. He, along with co-founders, addressed the changing needs in the field of metallurgy in a fast-developing post-independent India. He was passionate about alloy phase diagrams, a journal that soon became part of the Bulletin of Alloy Phase Diagrams, published by the American Society for Metals. Dara was particularly interested in travel and human interactions, the progress of science and world affairs. He was also a Ranji Trophy cricketer and an exponent of Western classical music. His penchant for higher good got him involved in charitable work as part of the National Committee of Cheshire Homes. Very Indian in thoughts and values, He had tremendous respect for science, technology, and industry. Work took him to faraway countries, and the professional discipline out there fascinated him. He urged his Indian colleagues to imbibe these values while ensuring that everything they did it for the betterment of our own country. On the home front, he was a devoted husband and a loving dad who could speak just about everything under the sun, from love and religion to books and politics. In a family comprising his lovely doting wife and 3 children, he was still the youngest owing to his perennial zeal for life and living. His counsel and his kindness were both endearing. Despite his prowess to alter the course of metallurgy engineering, he could not teach his daughter Shireen how to drive a car purely because he was more worried about the clutch. On matters both industrial and personal, his advice to the young was practical and precise. He introduced his daughter Mitu, now an accomplished pianist, to the world of books while bonded over cricket with his son Firoz. The NMD ATM 98 held in Bangalore was the last IIM function attended by Dr. Antia. It was graced by his friend and renowned metallurgist Professor Tsunko from China. Dr. Antia took ill soon after. His demise on the 24th of May 1999 received a fitting tribute. A leader par excellence, his buoyant demeanor inspired just about everyone around him. His prodigious work impacted his milieu, and his path-breaking endeavors were the stuff of legend. Dr. Dara Antia was one of the only ones who was present on the Golden Jubilee celebrations of the institution he created. We salute a great metallurgist, inspiring multifaceted personality, institution builder, and a role model to everyone.